Hello, I'm Mr. Warren. Welcome to World History. Looking forward to an awesome year with all the new opportunities it holds for us. A little bit about myself. I'm originally from the state of Tennessee, but I moved to California, Los Angeles in 2005, so I basically feel like a Californian, even though my wife makes fun of me because I say lawyer instead of lawyer and say y'all a heck of a lot. So, I've been here at Jordan since the spring of 2016, been teaching 7th grade world history since then. This is my third year as the ASB advisor. Last year, the staff recognized me so that was pretty rewarding. So I'm looking forward to a great new year. In this video, I just want to talk about three things. First, Google Classroom. We'll take a look at Google Classroom, how to navigate it, and where I'm putting assignments and other helpful information. Two, we'll talk a little bit about the course, what the student's learning in the course. And finally, three, how you can contact me. Right now I'm on my Google Classroom homepage. Wow, that is a lot of classes and students. Here's one helpful hint. If your student's Google Classroom looks kind of cluttered, they can organize it by moving around the classes. See, I have mine in order. So that's something that I hope is helpful to you and your students. So let's go into my third period world history class and take a look. Second, fifth, and sixth periods, don't worry, yours looks identical right now. So you'll see the link to our Google meeting, our live class every day right here. Click it and it'll take you to live class. The stream, have your student be checking it, you checking it. I'll be posting helpful information there, but the most important place is under classwork. Wow. First, week one. This is where I'm going to put all of the graded assignments. You'll see them under week one or coming up week two, and I'll put the dates for easy access. Each assignment will have something like this next to it, a number. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, meaning week one, the first, second, and third assignments. Now, once these grades get put into Aries, you can easily find the number next to the assignment. Now, if you're going to Aries right now and looking for them, they're not there. But these assignments are graded on Google Classroom, so you can always check Google Classroom first before you go to Aries. Next, under the Classroom page, you'll find my rules and guidelines. On Monday, the students came in already following most of the netiquette, if you will, during live class. And I've added the guidelines that talk a little bit about this class. I'll go into that a little bit later. You'll find my office hours from Friday 9 to 10. There is a link to a Google Meet. If the students come in during Friday 9 to 10, I will be here live to answer any questions. But if they need me during the week, just have them reach out and I can always do that. Finally, students need to be taking their own attendance at the end of class. I have put that at the very bottom of the classwork section. They click on this Google form and fill out their attendance. So that's Google Classroom for World History. So looking at the course, you'll find these guidelines in the classwork section, but we're going to be focusing on empires that arose and collapsed between 500 and 1789 CE. Now, one of the most important things that we're going to be using in this class are primary and secondary sources. So what I really want the students to do is to form their own interpretation of a historical event, making the historical learning more personal to the students. So we're going to begin the school year by going over some basics. Sourcing. So before reading a document, what do you ask yourself? You ask who wrote it, what's the author's perspective, why, when, where it was written, and then finally, is it reliable? I find this not only important because this is what a historian does, but especially in this day and age where we're inundated with so much information, this is a very important skill for 7th graders to learn. Once they've mastered that, we move on to corroboration. What do other documents say about the historical events? Do they agree with each other? What are other possible documents? Whose story are we missing? And what documents are the most reliable and why? So this will help the students form their own interpretation of a historical event. Now, this leads us into our very first project of the year, which is an autobiography. Students are going to be thinking about the meaning of history by describing and illustrating events from their own lives. They're going to be talking about 3 important moments in their lives so far that have affected them, that have made them who they are today. Then they're going to find a witness to provide another description of the events using corroboration. And then they're going to think about similarities and differences between the 2 descriptions. I'm hoping that this activity will help them understand the importance of sourcing and corroboration in order to determine what happened in a historical event. So that's just a little bit about the course. Finally, if you need to contact me, my email is willwarren@burbankusd.org. The fastest way to reach me is to message me or leave me a private comment on an assignment in Google Classroom. I get immediate alerts on my phone if a student adds a private comment on their work. This is also important because this is where I leave feedback for students as well. So make sure the students are checking their student email and checking their private comments as well on each assignment. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, leave me a comment. I'm looking forward to a great year, and let me know if there's anything that I can do for you, do for your student, to make sure that they are successful this school year. Thank you. Have a good day.